I've got some trainers for you.
I'm a little bit worried. I hope you're not expecting me to do a 100-metre sprint in these.
Just a clue to what you're doing next.
And this is a clue to what you're doing next.
Intriguing. Wanted to get hands on one of these.
Well, your wish is my command. And you know what? The music this week is all about stirring patriotic hearts wherever you are in the UK.
I'm going to start with a belter, so why not join in, get in the mood with Tell Out My Soul. See you later.
See you later.
When the games open in just 10 days' time, it's going to be all hands to the pump. And the volunteers, dubbed Clydesiders for Glasgow 2014, are at the heart of the action. Sarah Crease is one of them, and she's beaten tens of thousands of others to the job. But she doesn't know exactly what she'll be doing or where she'll be working. So I've invited her to Glasgow to fill her in. Sarah, welcome.
Hello.
Now, you don't know yet, do you, what job you're going to be doing?
No, I just know I'm based around here. I think.
Yeah, well, you're based exactly here because
Okay.
this is called the last mile route.
Yeah.
And this is the point where spectators are going to come pouring forward to get to these great venues behind us. And you are going to be here to meet them and greet them and welcome them and point the way.
Oh, yeah, very nice.
Yeah, and a hat. You better put that on before you put the finger on. Oh, yes.
Very nice.
Yes. Point the way.
This way.
Hey, great stuff. Let's go. Yeah, have a seat. So why did you want to be part of all this?
I love meeting different people and I love watching sport. I want people to enjoy the games, and I think that being a hospitable person definitely shows my love for God, and I think if I can just make one person have a good day, then that's enough.
It's volunteers like Sarah who make the games run like clockwork, but they all need somewhere to stay. And with hotel prices sky high during the games, Sarah needed a cheaper alternative. Searching online, she came across a scheme where hundreds of locals were offering a place to stay for free. It was a godsend.
Oh, the homestay programme is extremely important. Without it, I wouldn't be able to afford to stay here. So for someone to put me up then for free is such a blessing.
How much do you know about where you're going?
Not at all, anything.
Well, you know nothing, but I know everything.
Oh, that's good, thank you.
Just a short drive out of the city, we arrive at the home of the Begg family.
This is your new home.
Hello,
Karen,
I'm Sarah.
Sarah.
Hello.
Richard.
Oh, welcome.
Hello.
So I hope you guys are going to like each other. You're going to see a lot of each other.
I hope so.
With the kids keen to get to know their new guest and the tea to get ready, Karen and I roll up our sleeves.
This is another whole side of the Commonwealth Games that had never occurred to me, all these volunteers and what happens to them. And it's lovely to think of them all living in places like this.
Yeah, no, we're not really helping at the Commonwealth Games, but this is something that we can do to get involved in it.
Okay. Does it not cost you though, extra mouths to feed for however many weeks?
It does, but it's part of what God's called me to do. I believe I have a gift of hospitality and I enjoy it.
Oh no, it doesn't fit on that bit.
I love seeing people's faces and hearing them laughing in our house.
You've got the sort of husband, I suspect, who just arrives with people. I know
He does. He very often will phone me on the way home from somewhere and say, do you have enough to feed another mouth? So I'm kind of used to that. And it's just part of who I am.
Well, Sarah, looking at this meal, I would say you've struck lucky.
I know, that sounds really good.
And it's a good job Sarah likes Karen's cooking because she's going to be staying with the family for 2 weeks.
Well, that was a lovely meal, and they're a great family, and I think Sarah, she's going to be really well settled here, and I think she's going to do a great job at the Commonwealth Games.
I vow to thee, my country, all earthly things above, entire and whole and perfect, the service of my love, the love that asks no question, the love that stands the test, that lays upon the altar the dearest and the best, the love that never falters, the love that pays the price, the love that makes undaunted the final sacrifice. And there's another country I've heard of long ago, most dear to them that love her, most next to them that know. We may not count her armies, we may not see her king, her fortress is a faithful heart, her pride is suffering, and so by soul and silently her shining bounds increase, and her ways are ways of gentleness, and all her paths are peace, and her ways are ways of gentleness.
The Cause, a Catholic family from Essex.
Earlier this year, they responded to our appeal for a family to take part in some of our programmes over the summer. The idea is that we set them some challenges so that you find out how their Christian faith is woven into their lives. This week, we chose the Commonwealth Games sport of swimming and threw Dad Martin in at the deep end.
I think if there was one sport that would fill me with dread, it would be swimming.
I'm Lisa, I'm one of the swimming teachers at Garrans Park, and we're going to set you a challenge, but it's not going to be all of you, it's going to be Martin, okay? What we're going to do is it's going to be 1,500 metre swim.
No
That's
chance.
60 lengths of this pool here. You can do it. It's the distance of a Commonwealth Games triathlon, okay?
Can I do it for him or not?
Unfortunately, it is Martin's challenge.
Gonna be all right. I thought for him it's going to be just too much. It was like a mountain that I just knew he couldn't climb.
Blow bubbles, breathe.
The coach knew Martin wasn't a confident swimmer, but in some pre-challenge training, it became clear he struggled to swim full stop.
Pretend you're grabbing some sweets and putting them in your pocket. And with your legs, try and imagine you're kicking a football up with your heels to the sky.
Swimming is something that I don't feel comfortable doing because I have a bit of a fear of drowning, and also I don't like being out of my depth.
How are you feeling doing it at the moment?
Petrified.
With the challenge about to start, Martin needed as much moral support as possible, and so Martin's parish priest and some friends from church turned up to cheer him on.
Are they a bit worried, are you? Yeah, I'm hoping I'm not going to need the last rites. Very often I tell myself I can't do things, but then it's having faith in God that with guidance, with help, that you'll get there.
Find out how Martin gets on after our next hymn. A song synonymous with facing adversity as well as being